Welcome back to the pregame. Time now to talk with West Branch coach Coach Pedersen. And Coach, first round of the playoffs. This is where everybody wants to be in the state of Iowa. You get here with that big win Friday night up at Alburnett to claim the district title outright. Hard-fought game, but well-earned district championship for this team.
This team is really resilient. It's improved immensely since the beginning of the season, and to go 9-0 and be district champions is a real tribute to these kids.
Well, and the way that they had to do it against Alburnett, I mean, that was a squad, even though they had lost to Wilton, we knew it was going to be a contest, and we walked away from there very battle-tested heading into the postseason.
There's just no question about it. They had some kids that were banged up when they played Wilton, and they were the most physical team that we've played all year.
Bears did have a few miscues early on. You had a couple drives that were stalled, but it seemed like at different intervals you were able to get some things clicking and able to take advantage of some good field position.
Yeah, we did. We probably should have scored a couple more touchdowns, but I've got to give a lot of credit to those guys. They just played their hearts out, Alburnett did, and that was the last game that they ever played on that field, so I'm sure their emotions were very high. And I got a chance to talk to Jim Carver, their former coach, and he had a little tear in his eye after that ball game as well.
Well, it was an interesting night. You had the fog and the mist, and it's kind of hard to see, especially we talked a lot about, on special teams and punt-wise. Didn't seem to bother. I mean, Shaver and Barnsey, both with a couple 40-yard returns, really doing some good things for that field position, just like we've talked all year.
There's no question. I think Aaron set a school record that night, and Aaron doesn't do any of those things without the blocking in front of him, and then he gets some blocks, and he's going to use his natural ability to get even more.
And special teams, too, another huge play that I think sometimes gets overlooked, but Devin Kindon, that blocked field goal. I mean, that was an opportunity for Alburnett to get right back into it. He came off the edge, got just enough of it, and really kept the Bears with that big lead.
Oh, I totally agree, and that's we had a great goal line stand down there, and then the second half we had like an 8-minute drive and used a lot of the clock up. So we did a lot of real key things to win that football game.
Well, and it seemed like that was kind of the philosophy from Jared, was he was keeping things between the tackles. He was just grinding things out. And, you look at the offensive line, you look at the backs, everybody was doing their job. May have only been 4, 5, 6 yards at a time, but they just kept things moving.
And that's really, really tough when you play a team like that. You see a team start to move the ball down the field, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it at that point. It really gets your morale down a little bit, and I think we did that a little bit. But those kids never quit. Alburnett did not quit.
Well, it sets you up here. You get to come back to the Little Rose Bowl. Quick turnaround. You've been here many times, but it's always hard. You play Friday. You got to get the guys focused, ready to go again on a Wednesday night. It takes a lot of mental toughness to turn around that fast.
And we talked about that today, Sunday in practice, about the mental toughness, and you have to play with the owies now because you're going to get banged up a little bit, and the tougher teams are going to play through that and keep on going, and I think we're going to have a great run.
You've got a Columbus team that comes in here. First time they've been in the playoffs since '97, I think it was, and 3-6, but they're still in the postseason. A lot of it, you're going to look for number 2. Wherever he's at, look for the football.
Offensively, they're averaging 33 points a game, so they move the ball, and everybody. They scored, 28 points against Regina. I don't know how many that was against the first team, but I know that this kid, number 2, is a great running back, and they've got a quarterback that can throw it as well. And I've been around Columbus Junction kids long enough. I know that they're going to play extremely hard.
Well, chance to play at least the next this game, and then hopefully Monday night back here at the Little Rose Bowl. Look for a good crowd and a great opportunity to play in front of these home fans once more.
There's no question about it. Our philosophy is win one in advance, so we're going to worry about this game and do everything we can to come out victorious.
Sounds good, Coach. Thanks very much.
Thank you.